Hello, my name is Danielle Henderson. I am part of Jared Hadley's Advanced English Composition English 300 class, and my research topic today is based on the effect of technology on children and youth. I chose to study this topic because the amount of technology or access to it and the volume of use has increased dramatically over the last several decades, specifically during COVID when we had to turn to technology for education in the workforce and any communication or connection with others. And it is inevitable that the rising generation will have to learn skilled digital literacy and how to use technology safely and successfully. It is actually shown that there are 600,000 new internet users every single day. That is huge, and it will only grow. My proposition statement is that many argue that the negative effects of technology are very more impactful than the involvement with and how we view it as educators and caretakers. And I have three reasons why I believe this, but let's start with some of the arguments against this thesis. There has been a lot of research in the past that has correlated screen time with mental illness, the rise in these two things. And so it is easy to point the blame for the mental health crisis on technology use. And I will talk about why this is a fallacy or untrue based on how the research was conducted in the past and what research shows now. But a lot of fear has also developed because the older generations did not grow up with this same access to technology. And so there's a lot of misunderstanding and fear on how to help prepare and empower the rising generations. It's easier to blame technology for the lower cognitive development or mental stability rather than maybe look at some of the other reasons why this could be. My first main point on why I believe that technology has a huge capacity to create greater success in the rising generation based on how we use it and view it is that there are so many studies that show if educators and caretakers positively reinforce children in their education and their use of technology, they had greater outcomes of success, development, and in testing rather than children and teenagers who had parents or individuals around them that viewed technology in a negative light and did not reinforce good use or safe use. And that can show in almost any capacity in any part of or aspect of our lives. If we hyper-focus on the challenges and the negativity in our life that block us from success, then we won't do as well, rather than if we do everything to have a growth mindset and use it to our best capacity. And so that goes offline and online use. The second argument is, as I mentioned earlier, technology has been blamed for the increase in mental health crisis. The studies that have come out within the last couple years have shown that these past research studies that proved this were done in too small of populations and had fallacies in the way that they conducted this research and came to the conclusions that invalidate that research. And nothing new has shown or proven a direct correlation to screen time and mental illness. It possibly can have a part of this, but it does not cause it. And really, online behavior will be almost identical to offline behavior. If we are interacting in our lives with things in a negative way, if we already have issues with depression or other kinds of illness, then that will show in our online behavior as well. And so quality rather than quantity is way more important. My third and final reason is that technology really has the capacity to bring solutions and help children face these challenges that they face today. And so some of the greatest positives towards technology are the following: that it enhances collaboration, communication, overall social domain, exposure to new ideas and knowledge acquisition, increased opportunities for social contact and support, and new opportunities to access health promoting messages and information. Really, if we view children and youth and adults as well as creators rather than consumers of technology, this growth mindset and this perception will help us to learn the best ways to use technology and use it to our advantage. And that is my presentation. Here are my references. Please feel free to ask questions, and thank you so much for your time.